Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Bianca.
Hello, Schmonos.
And today we're wrapping up our Booster Gold coverage. We've been done with the main series, but we're going to cover the 8-issue mini series. Why? Because it actually wraps up a few plot threads from the ongoing series, particularly Black Beetle.
Nice.
Yep. Do you remember? Don't say it, but do you remember what I told? I once spoiled to you who it was. Do you remember it, or have you forgotten it? Hello, Bianca. Hello, hello.
Nope.
I lost you. You were quiet for a second. Did you hear what I said? Hello. I can hear sound. Your background sounds. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you hear my question?
Yes.
So you do not remember who Black Beetle is.
No.
All right then. So let's dive right in. At Alien Invaders, Justice League and Repel, Justice League Save. About time we got our own book.
Exactly.
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 So yeah, we open up with now. This is also a case where Dan Jurgens is trying to fold back in pre New 52 booster, merging him back in with the post New 52. He's basically taking advantage of Rebirth to do this.
Okay.
Yep, because if you remember from last time, it was made very clear New 52 booster and pre New 52 booster had become separate. Well, here it's now made clear. Nope, they're back to being one and the same again.
Hmm.
But yeah, we got a lot of social media stuff like, what? Who's this loser? My second favorite. Dude's got no hope. Zero chances. I know him. Couldn't be Kite Man. Why? Yeah, you're good as dead. For sure. I gotta say, some of this typing of like, who does for sure like that? Do you know anyone who does that?
This is for sure.
For sure at the end. You see
Mm.
it?
Oh, shoot.
Who does it like that? For
Nope.
sure.
I've never seen anybody write it like that. For sure. Ooh,
For
it looks
sure.
gross. Unless Dan Jurgens knows somebody personally who writes it like that.
Yep. Booster goal. No doubt about it, Skeets. This sucks. And as this barrage is potentially lethal, I'd have to agree, Michael. Stage pictures keep breaking up. End of humanity if he's all we got. Be nice to Booster. Where's the Justice League? Oh. What I mean is that you're live streaming and tech problems are stopping us from getting on Nick Knock, Blister, and Face Base. Silly me! I said you were concerned about the loss of human lives. I wasn't born to riches like the bat, nor am I a highly compensated journalist who can squeeze diamond out of coal. I don't believe Superman. Point is that I need people to watch and contribute. And your shot was well placed, Michael. With the ship's blocking antennae eliminated, you are now up on all platforms. Yo, I am back, and you are watching live. And as I risk life and limb in an effort to trash the most dangerous threat New York has ever seen, still say it's fake, just like the moon landing. Zero chances he survives the hour. Be careful. Dude has a reminder that if you want to support one of the few heroes who aren't bazillionaires, contribute to my please pay me account and pay for a 4-year subscription and you get complimentary VIP status. Dude has a point. Where's the Justice League? I hear Justice League pays its members $10 million a year. Who says? As Truth and Bounds News, Dead Man Flying and hopeless. And word is that Batman and the League are trapped inside. I'm their only hope. Hopeless, you mean? Interference would not be tolerated. Termination require. Tectostory alert. Look out! But you gotta save Superman. Superman. I think it's supposed to be Bibbo saying that. What am I dealing with here, Skeets? Alloys I do not recognize. Alien technology, no doubt. Kiss the Justice League goodbye. Dude fighting back. Cranking it to the max. I can blow this sucker all the way to Gotham. Has more juice than I saw it. Come on. Uh-oh. Or not. LMAO. Reminds me of when Doomsday crushed him. Staged fake deaths. And this is one hero that'll stay dead. Toaster is running away. LOL, LOL, LOL. Booster Buttburn needs help and ain't none coming. Who rescues the rescuers? I, I screwed up, Pop, big time. And for that, I'm sorry. Thought for sure I succeeded. Hell, everyone thought I would. I mean, my last name is Kord, right? But the truth is, I made a mess of things. Just at the Suicide Squad. Referencing the Suicide Squad Bad Blood that Tom Taylor did, where someone had posed in black masks posed as Ted Kord.
Okay.
And just 1 second, my smoke alarm's about to be. Sorry about that. Theodore stepping Kord. You are needed. Skates! Yes, Booster Go security droid. Not to mention logistic expert, moral compass, and life coach. I've come because Michael needs help. From me? Look, things aren't going so well for me these days. If it's competence you need, call the Titans or maybe even the League. That is the problem, Mr. Kord. Booster is battling an alien craft hovering over New York, which is already holding the Justice League as prisoners. I'd like to, but I have scanned your medical records and believe your heart troubles to be settled. Without help, Booster won't survive the hour. With my recent record, I may end up shortening that. Ugh, that might have killed me. Shoulda. Clear the kids from the room. This'll be messy. And yay! Hang in there, baby. If not for my force field, of course. FYI, for those watching, my suit's fiber weave circuitry is solar powered. I love you, SMH. I hope I have the advanced future tech I'm packing. That makes me capable of this. Ain't really from the future, is he? No way. Part of his bit. He is too from the future. Force shield modulation curve analyzed. Ugh. Penetrable. Not good. That'll slice his head clear off. NSFW. ADBB. Help. YOLO.
Oh my gosh.
And was that an outright anguish cry for help I heard? Why, of course it was. Another perfectly timed rescue by Bro, you're here! A scan of the android suggests its moves are determined by an array of embedded sensors. Who dat? The blue bug! And Blue Beetle, idiot! And they were in the Justice League together with Fire, Ice, Maximon, Superman, and Guy Gardner, the boss. Oh, I just realized, GG! For all I know, that could be Guy himself saying this. Then we have a solution, Skeets. Anyway, the trick is to flood it with so much conflicting data, processing, that it sends it spiraling out of control from information overload. Pressing a button is all it took. Watchdog went down easier than the ship will. Cool. I love them both. Ted, your timing could not have been better. Wait, my identity streams off. Breakdown for the fanboys. Good. The world doesn't know Ted Kord and Blue Beetle are the same guy, and I like to keep it that way. Skeets, your faith in my ability to survive was so minimal that you threw up the Beetle signal. Nice merchandising idea, come to think of it. Your situation was dire, Michael. Mr. Kord was your only hope. Wouldn't want it to make Batman mad. Time to pull some Justice League fat out of the fire. Start live streaming 5, 4, 3. Have you considered that your fans aren't the only ones who may be watching? That the League's captors might be as well? Good call. Let's stick with what's really important, such as the world's greatest superhero team ever is reunited. Blue and gold right again. That's gold and blue, Ted. Doesn't sound right, Booster. Maybe, but the boss's name always comes before the sidekick. Wait, I thought I was the boss and you were the sidekick. I realize you two fall into complete adolescence mode when together, but we are being targeted for destruction. Get us out of here! Power conduit severed. We've only got seconds until boom! They blew up my bug. I mean, I built it with my own two hands, and now it's gone, Booster. Gone. So build a new one. You don't understand. That's all I had left. What are you talking about? You've got Kord Industry. You're loaded. Might I suggest we focus on current dilemma? After all, The Justice League is imprisoned somewhere on board. Aliens probably want to take them to their home world for God only knows what kind of obscene, twisted purposes. Has it occurred to you that if these guys are powerful enough to jail the League, we might not be able to do this? Don't sell us short. Remember that we have League cred too for a few months back when it was in limited to A-listers, you mean? Think of it this way. If we pull this off, it might earn us an invitation to join again. You are totally obsessed with, whoa, they're here. That's the Justice League. Don't even recognize some of them. If we succeed, I suggest we hurry. And suggest we hurry. Sensors indicate the vessel's transport propulsion pod are powering up. If the ship jumps to warp, it might drop us a few trillion light years away. Start live streaming, Skeets. It's action time, and I want the whole world watching when we save the Super Friends, if you insist. But you might want to be careful of what you wish for, because if you fail, the world will see that. They're back, alive, thank God. That's the Justice League stage deepfake special effects. Keats does have a point. Dude, have some faith. We can do this. Faith is one thing. It's the unyielding optimism in the face of overwhelming firepower that concerns me. We got this, dude. Go. Okay. How are these guys still alive? That's all you got? It tickles. While that might be true for you, the Blue Beetle is not so fortunate. Yeah, not all of us have force fields, Booster. Not to worry, amigo. Sidekicks do not get hurt on my watch. How many times do I have to say this? I am not your sidekick. Butch and Sundance, they ain't. More like Abbott and Costello. Who? Zoogle it. But, uh, Mr. Sensitive. Gee, I believe this is more a case of you being insensitive, Michael. Me? You can't possibly find anyone more sense. Whoop! Another fire cable. Can't break it. Odds on which one of them dies first. Evading these blasts is impossible. You must leave. Was Booster about to be shredded? No way. LMAO. Oh, you are the man of reason, sir. Go. But, OMG, please don't die. For Booster's sake, you must survive. It goes against everything I stand for, but I hear what you say. Time for that dude to change his name to the blue bug out. LOL, LOL, LOL. Any idea how long before we go to warp? Approximately 77.2 seconds. If that's your idea of an approximate, I'd hate to see your idea of exact. This looks like an activator. This must be so basically he's looking through it all until they stop. I'll be damned. Double B aced it. Fakey as the moon landing. Systems deactivated, but engines sound like it's about to go to warp. Be ready. Bats rules to go. The Beetle is more of a tech wizard than I thought. That's Black Canary. Green Arrow and Queen Hippolyta behind her. Watch yourself, Naomi. I'm totally capable of taking care of myself, Black Adam, unlike our rescuers. And up. We must leave. We're the ones who say, this is worth paying for. Please be okay, Boosty. Puking on keyboard. Deep fake. New York is safe, even without Superman. Batman was right. The ship is going to warp. Like he's ever been wrong. Everyone here is right. Even the Beetle. Unfortunately, the ship is untraceable. We cannot pursue. I am no longer streaming, by the way. Forget the bad news and focus on the good. I mean, we know what the Justice Gods are talking about, right? No. We're as good as in, buddy. Team Justice League needs us, and they know it. They will beg us to join. Might even get a signing bonus. Shh, here they come. Be cool. The ship is long gone, with no clues as to where it came from. Not to mention that it was loaded with tech we can't identify. Thanks for the help, though. If not for you, I don't know how we'd have gotten out. No big S. Half these guys are B or C listers. Then we'll be the ones to elevate them to A level. Now you're catching on. Word. There is debris that must be dealt with. Join me, Gaul. By your command, boss. Isn't Black Adam a villain? Another reason they need us. You may be overconfident about your prospects, Michael. Be real, robotic one. They know talent when they see it. Um, Black Adam is occupying Booster, so we can talk privately. Your performance today was outstanding since we need expert tech help. We want you to join the Justice League. Really? Booster was right? Of course. We are definitely in. Awkward. The truth is no, Booster. Our invitation is for you and you alone. Just me? But Booster is the one who obnoxious. No way. He is irritating and lacking in substance. Nuts. We're a team, and that means no Booster Gold, no Blue Beetle. Well, we won't pressure and be pressured, and we won't be pressured into taking on a self-promoting huckster. He isn't that bad, Oliver. Yet another costly screw up, getting to be a long list. Well, when do we start? What's the signing bonus? An introductory press conference, and even a party. I'm sorry, Booster, but the truth is, they didn't invite us. Seriously? Oh, hey there. Very. I even asked, but they said they'd close ranks for now. Hey, you're the one that saved the league. Such brave young men. Thank you. And what's wrong with them? Don't they realize that if it's not for us, they'd be working in some alien sewage plant by now? I'm sorry, Booster. Truly, you guys was awesome. You know what? I don't care. They're bench warmers now. They'd hurt our reputation. They're the ones who needed rescuing, not us. So you're okay with this? Like I always say, amigo, bros before rose, right? I'm glad to hear you feel that way because I think it's time we establish our own place in the world, a unique place that suits us, something so awesome that the league comes crawling back and begs us to join. More like something where we can really help people. Maybe cover stuff that Superman, Batman, and company don't deal with, but still require the kind of special attention only we can provide. In other words, super frat buddies, but with just these two. And we find those folks how? They find us. We have to figure out how to provide this. Unique for sure. And some marketing possibilities so we can build our own brand. So I'm in. I mean, you're backed with Kord Industries money. If they back us, they'll enjoy and good PR and tax break. We call it Booster and Beetle Super Service. Make us sound like exterminators. How about Blue and Gold Restoration? Wait, I be listed first, like gold and blue? Blue and gold sounds better. Does not? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Does too. Like, come on, come on. I'm Omnazon has returned, my lord. Princess, you have returned with the captives? No, I had them on in the ship's hold, but we were interfered with. Earth's prime defenders escaped. You are in their region and superior. They had no right to interfere. Earth might be on the distant fringes of our territory, but it's ours. Give me the word, and I will kill the ancestral pests who did this. They are our subjects, obligated to serve or perish. So how's that for the start?
That was pretty cool. And they look awesome. I love the way they look.
I love Ryan Sook's artwork. Oh, you mean the aliens or the artwork in general?
The aliens specifically.
Yep, yep.
I do like the artwork though.
Oh, look at this art by Donnie Jorgensen. But what'd you think about this, and what'd you think about the social media use? I mean, some cringe bits aside, I actually like some of their reactions.
Yeah, I was like, who says YOLO? I mean, I
You only
will
live
just to bring it.
once.
Yeah, I bring it back just to be funny and be like YOLO, and people are like, oh, you still say that, and I'm like, yeah, to be cringe on purpose.
Which shows you that I think Jurgens a little out of date. And hold on, I just realized
Yeah,
I didn't put the light on. Maybe that's where for sure came from. Maybe it was so out of date we didn't even catch it.
I didn't even know the lights weren't on. I couldn't tell.
So yeah, we then
Puppy.
yep, Whistle, a new
Ooh.
Gotham City hero. Never read it. It was one of those YAGNs.
Ah. But she has a dog, so I might read it.
Doggo.
You're not hearing any beeping on my end, are you?
Nope.
Okay, good, good, good.
I'm hearing a little bit of like wind, but if I were a fan,
That's my AC.
that's what I thought. My name is Ted Kord, otherwise known as the Blue Beetle. The truck way out in front of me, it has my name on it. Sort of. Belongs to Ted in Kord Industry, the company my late father built. It's driverless, which means it's easy to hijack after hackers took control, looted its cargo, and sent it on its way where it's about to hurtle over a cliff. Complicated all of this, and complicating all of this, it's a dude tied to the top. Basically, in other words, Booster's tied to the top was everything. It's, hang on, Booster, I got this. Oh, it's his buggy. It's all new bombastic, audacious buggy.
That's too long.
Where's Tom Cruise when you need him? Booster must have been sandbagged while trying to stop the heist. Not exactly a shocking development. Still amazed that someone pulled up a hack and jack on one of my trucks. I designed Kord's driverless system myself, wrote the code too. I promised the company it was unhackable. I mean, it's a simpler version of what I use for my own bug. Activate autopilot. Warning, unable to negotiate approaching curve at current speed. Braking. You can handle it. Override autopilot and follow voice command. You have control. Oh, match speed and stay the course. As for you, wake up! Ted, me, here to save your gold-plated butt. Into the buggy. Whoa, sweet ride. By the way, you gotta help Skeet. He's trapped in the back. We're running out of time. All I can do is give him a way out. You can stop this thing, right? We're about to find out. Find out. Is that the bet you got? I'd say it's good enough. The truck. Skeet! Don't leave me. Are you crazy? Get back here. There. Well, you'll tip us over the edge. But Skeets, it's fine, Michael. Normally I would have blasted my way out of the truck, but it was armored with a Promethean alloy. How awesomely epic! Man, my followers have got to be lighting up my social media account. Sorry, Booster, but I forgot to activate the cameras. At least Skeets knew it well enough to. I'm afraid not. The truck shell prevented me from connecting. Ted, how could you possibly forget? How would we get people to think of us as A-listers if we don't show them? I'm busy. When I'm busy saving someone's life, yours to be specific. Live streaming is not the first thing that comes to mind. Dude, this would have been so prime. Wait. You're the smartest guy I know, except maybe for Batman. But he can be a jerk. There's no way you forgot. Okay. I didn't want the whole world to see you die if I failed. Though it's reasonable to assume that footage of Booster's death would go viral and set an all-time viewers record. I know. I have always known you were waiting for the day when you could capitalize on my death. Sicko! I was only analyzing the potential of such an event as you might, Michael. You do have a point. Maybe we should kind of think of in some kind of stunt with a fake death, and which sets up a miraculous return. Did wonders for you know who. Stop right there. Can we get back to business, such as recovering KI's tech after we're unstuck? That is. Yes. Anyways, advanced early warning gear that reaches way out into space. Solid gold on the black Bart market, which alerted them when Skeet and I moved in for their bus. But if Skeet's still tuned in, he should be able to track them. Let's get the tech back and show people that we're Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin good. Maybe even Superman and Supergirl good. Those two aren't really a team, are they? And hasn't Batman gone through about 50 Robins? We aren't supposed to talk about that. All bats must have paid all of Arkham City's child services department to look the other way. You mean Gotham City? No, I mean Arkham. Because anyone who chooses to live in that hellhole is certifiably crazy. Okay. Where are you standing on the humor in this book?
What was the question?
Where do you stand on the humor in this book so far? It's clearly different from the last one, obviously. I feel there's still it's still supposed to be the same Booster. I think they regressed some of his maturity with intent. I mean, but he's still on the mature side. But it's more when any of those times we saw during Jurgens writing Ted and Booster together, just a little bit cranked up a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
A better way of putting it. This is Ted and Booster, written by Jurgens, without Booster being the time hero thing.
Okay.
So in other words, Ted is alive. Booster doesn't have to worry about Ted, having to undo Ted's death, and he's not jumping around to different points in time. So this is basically how Booster probably would have acted like without all that on his shoulders.
Okay, yeah. I agree.
Yep. I would have this domicile all my own. Make it happen. As long as you got $5,000 a month for rent, it's yours, sweetheart. $5,000? I do not understand. Dollars, gold and gold, coin of the realm, whatever. What's not to understand? You would charge your monarch and princess supreme for lodging? You could be queen of Kui 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 for all I care. You want to join? You need to. You have what you need. Yes, I have everything I need. Enjoy your new home, princess. Oh!
Wow.
It's on the way. Collect the merchandise and get ready to board. Planes shouldn't be on the ground for more than 60 seconds. Got a visual. I hear it too. Me too. except that it almost sounds like it's coming from the other way. It's a bus. Looks like the blue bug guy. So here's the thing I try to hide. When it comes to all the superhero stuff, I'm not the best there is. I mean, I'm okay at all, but it's generally best that I work alone and handle low level stuff. Bug, give me some respect. It's Blue Beetle. During my time with the Justice League, I was a role player. Since competence isn't exactly at the top of my skill set, I was fine with it. Working with Booster covers that because he has enough for both of us. Usually too much, to be honest. Get the tech, load it on board, and get the bird back in the air. These guys have so little respect for me that they think they've got me beat. Might have a surprise for them. They're streaming again? Is that the Beetle? Where's the man of gold? My boosty better be okay. Yo, welcome back, peeps. Booster, streaming live from one of the most epic busts ever. More deepfake stuff, for sure. If these desperados and desperados succeed, they'll get away with some of the most valuable early warning tech ever created. Did you actually say desperados? Where are you, Boost and Boosty? And why can't we see you? Lame hype. Who cares? Double B is the one I want to see. The reason you haven't seen me is that we don't want the Heistmeisters to know where I am. Smart. First time ever a description for BG. Faster! This plane rolls in 30 seconds! All part of the setup, as you can see. You're pushing this all across all the platforms, right? Against my better judgment, yes. Fake, 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 fake. Yep. Boosty wouldn't lie. He would, but this is legit. If it was a con, they'd be hammering Despero, Amazo, and Doomsday at the same time. Ah! Again, I'm pretty sure that it is Guy, don't you think?
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Does it feel like this GG guy is Guy? It has to be. What do you mean, better judgment? And what's wrong with letting the world see us in action? The fact that Superman, Wonder Woman, others, and Batman and the others don't says it all. Droid has a point. 0 seconds of what I like about BG. They don't like and need to make a living like at this. I do. Zebla has a point too. Uh, uh, better get your and betting your shield can't stop a bullet from this coast. Oh my goodness gracious! Is this the end of our intrepid hero's adventure? No! Oh, is everyone forgetting that my sidekick is on the job too? Your droid is 100 yards away. Not Skeets. Him. I swear. Do you call me sidekick one more time? Look it, almost as good as Superman. Yep, that is Bibbo. I just realized. Okay, I'm down to hook up with BB, and here they're forming their own super team. I will hack into that suit of microwave circuits to give you a shock so bad that you'll wet yourself for the rest of your life. Dude, that's gross. Really gross. Oh, Batman and Robin, they ate. You want this to work and work? It's got to be 50-50, future boy. No more sidekick crap. Anyone else turned on? Aw, you know I'm only having fun here, bro. Now, what do you say we bring this to a close? Absolutely. Might be better than Bats and Robbie. And no one got crowbarred.
Wow.
See, we got to make this work, amigo. Do something to set us apart. Make us different. Get the folks at Kord Industry to back us. That might be complicated. How so? You're connected, and we just saved their tech, which means they owe and blue and gold. Ouch! That's gotta hurt. Superman put him in put him in the Justice League, like with fire and ice, and Bill is back. Like, and look, if you're just trying to build your brand, that's a small part of it, sure. I mean, that's the reality these days, right? But the truth is that I'm totally serious about trying to make a difference. I have a lot in my life to make up for, and we have a chance to improve lives. Maybe, but what you're talking about could turn into total chaos. Well, make sure it doesn't. See, the other heroes hide from the people they claim to serve. Me, I'm Booster freaking Gold 24/7. I have nothing to hide, and I'm ready to use that to activate a new brand of hero. We're going to get out there with the people, be accessible, and help them. Everything Booster said was reasonable, but to make it happen, we need the help of Kord Industries, which is why Booster Gold and Blue Beetle are requesting our financial backing. My hope is that you'll agree that we should do it. That's enough, Mr. Kord. We must first advise you of a more significant development. The forest is yours, Miss Bradley. Uh oh. As you know, one of our self driving. Uh oh! The truck, about the truck being that. True, but the real problem is that your driver system, which you said was impossible to hack, failed. That has already cost us $500 million worth of contract. Kord's driver software, which was our brightest hopes, is in ruins. No sweat. I started to fix it and we'll have it upload tomorrow. That this isn't the first problem we've had with you, Ted. The board and investors were already nervous due to your kidnapping by Black Mask. As a result, we had to vote prior to your revival. I regret to say that for you, there won't be a tomorrow. Damn, should have seen it coming. But I still have to ask. Meaning, your mistakes and our needs to refine previous orders have pushed us to the edge of bankruptcy. Corporate raiders are lurking everywhere. Your amateur's leadership style can't be tolerated any longer. I knew things weren't great. I didn't know they were this bad. I realized I'm not a businessman, nor did I ask for the job. It fell on me after my father died, and that's why we're moving on, Ted. We have removed you from the company and revoked all of your privileges. I get not being CEO anymore, but you need my tech expertise, you. No, we don't, Mr. Kord. You failed in your most important tasks, are often unreachable, and were already given too much latitude due to your last name. Security will escort you out. Not sure I can blame them. I knew I was coming up short as boss, but I didn't expect to be banished. I'm broke, and we have no funding to stop Booster before. Oh no. Yo, Skeets and I want to thank you all for. He's wearing his old cape for coming. We have an exciting announcement to make, and you'll be happy to take your questions when we're done. You and the robot, you mean? The news release said the Blue Beetle will be here. Unfortunately, my former Justice League compadre is dealing with a crisis level event. He'll be here as soon as he can guarantee the safety and well being of those in danger. Basically, throughout all of this, he's bringing up the whole Blue and Gold Restoration, a superhero service company that provides a unique level of help for those in need. Your heroes for hire? You'll help dig lost engagement rings out of drain pipes, get a stray cat out of the tree. Sounds like another way for the elite to get rich off the misfortune of others. It'll be free because we're funded by philanthropists who believe in our mission. In fact, we just turned down pleas to join the Justice League because we knew we had to make this a reality. And after all, it isn't like you can call Flash, Batman, or Green Lantern, all of whom are masked and hiding. Have to end this before. You gotta stop him, Skeets! Kord and bailed and I'm broke! I fear it's too late, sir. You more than anyone should know that there comes a point where Booster won't listen, no matter what I say. We're gonna be storefront heroes who specialize in taking care of those odd things that require special attention. Haunted houses, being blackmailed by supervillains, alien encounters, discovery of a magic hammer or whatever. You can trust us because we are here for you and we won't let you down. We won't. Next, the big letdown. Oh boy, poor Ted.
Always, always poor Ted.
The $1 million debut of Buggles.
I read that as debunk for some reason. And I'm like, wait a
Debut.
minute.
Who is that? Wonder Woman, maybe? Nuh-uh. Pretty sure it's Black Canary. No way.
What?
For sure.
You guys are
I mean,
fired.
she might not even be a hero. That sword certainly makes me wonder. You think it shoots fire? Check out those arms. Looks like she can bench 350 easy. Those fabrics appear to be symbolic tributes or markers of some kind. I assume they represent your royal families. You're kidding, right? This is a United Nation. The flags represent all of Earth's nations and the ruling class governments behind them. Ruling class? Impossible. The only rulers of this world, it's me. Earth is part of my realm. Each and every one of you are my subject. The time has come for you to acknowledge that. What do you mean we can't move in? And we have a lease. True enough, Mr. Booster. But without your first month's rent, it doesn't matter. Till you pay, I can't allow you to move in. For real? Look, you do realize I'm Justice League, right? Yeah, let him in, bro. Booster goes in the Justice League. Was for just a few months. I sort of remember you being on the team during his inferior days. Look, friend, I can call you friend, right? We just met. It's a glitch or accounting error or locked up in cyberspace, but I guarantee it's on the way. On the way doesn't count. Pay up and the office is yours. Until then, don't waste my time. Please tell me you aren't live streaming this, as this was to be your triumphant move-in day. Yes. Nuts. In monitoring viewer comments, I regret to inform you that they are overwhelmingly negative. Double nuts, low loser, Trump is straight up broke. Yo, I know you're all expected to see the swanky new office of blue and gold, but it's obvious that some supervillain is worried about that building that we're and that they blocked our payments. Oh, Michael, when will you learn that and that those who live by the sword of publicity can die by it as well? Don't worry, we'll get this fixed. Go get him, hon. Stop for a selfie. Would you like me to view and to read some of the viewer responses? Absolutely not, Skeets. What I need is for you to get Ted on the horn. Hello, Ted Kord speaking. Where are you? You're supposed to be here for the big move-in. Check in hand. I'm sorry, Booster. I forgot all about it. Forgot? Is that why you didn't pay the rent? Dude, I need you to fork over some of that Kord coin pronto. About that. There's something I need to tell you. Something bad. Hold that, amigo. Things are about to go bakashum. Things that go bakashum are never good. And fair to assume that isn't a Broadway marketing stunt. Instant in that. But yeah, he sees all this going on, and then, are you really from the future? My brother says Booster is a scam artist, and he served time with him in Black and Akron. How about some stock tips? At least tell us who will win the World Series. That would be quite unethical. In other words, you don't know. My brother's right. You're grifters. Just one stock tip. You really need to work on your PR skills, Keith. Fortunately, we have better things to do. Might I suggest you summon the Blue Beetle as backup for an SFX light show? Nah. Besides, Ted seems to have fallen into some kind of deep funk. Not like him to drop the ball. Typically, that's your specialty. That's because I'm a vision guy. I see the forest. Ted sees the tree bark. Makes for a good team. Push the stream, Skeets. We are going to give the people a good show. Go through the building, find Earth decision makers, and bring them to me. Security is ordering all ambassadors to find immediate shelter. The woman outside is truly that dangerous. She doesn't seem to be that much of a threat. Help! What does it mean of this atrocity? As representative of several nations, you will pledge your loyalty, armies, and assets, or sacrifice your heads. When it comes to the art of making friends, you are definitely on the wrong path, sweetie. I recognize you. You are the one who then of those who liberated those world defenders from our ship. My boostie's back. Who's the made of muscle? Looks alien. Fake news. Right, that's right. That's JDJ. Wonder who that is. That ship that tried to kidnap the Justice League was yours. Thus, the plot does sicken. They objected to our establishment of a throne here. You are allied with them. They wanted to go steady, but I declined. Name's Booster Gold, savior of the multiverse, protector of the time stream, and 3-time Superhero of the Year award winner. Say what? I'll go steady with you, Boosty. I am Omnizon, daughter of Lord Kiffin, High Regent of the Behemoth Guards and ruling princess of this realm, and I have never heard of you. Did she say she was high? Quite consistent with those who referred to you as the greatest hero you never heard of. Survival would suggest. And a good boxer always swings first. That's all I need to hear. Where's the Beetle? Anyone who wants to take bets on who wins? With the light show, and what's with the light show, Princess? Sure, it gets attention, but it doesn't seem to do much. Watch your tone. The process is well known across the galaxies, and it is my signal of my imperial presence and a sign that the subject of this world must pay tribute. Pay money? Never! You expect presidents, kings, and queens to bend the knee? That is so not going to happen. Who speaks for this world? Well, there are 200 some countries in the UN, which means no one. Then, as one of my subjects, you will bring the most responsible one who can to surrender the world's armies and weaponry. Is she for real? This will get ugly. I don't know how you got out of Arkham, but we are not your subjects. I do things my way. Always have, always will. You tell her, Boosty. And my way is all there is. It's on now. I heart fights. Whoa. Deep fake video. Earth is part of the Behemoth system. Our system has been as it has been for eons. That means you answer to me. When I say kneel, you will do so. Lady, if you expect Booster Gold to bend the knee, you have no idea who you're talking to. Another who dares to interfere? They call him the Blue Beetle, lady. And might I just say that it's about time you showed up. Do your traffic, bro. Without the bug, can't fly over. There's my boy. Excuse me. Hey, sorry, but I must get through. Hate to have to do this, Lady Blue, but I can't have let you harm those ambassadors. And those who claim to run this world must swear fealty or forfeit their lives. Double B shot and shotter? Harsh. And compressed air, not exactly lethal. What good is that? And chances she's a real intergalactic princess. Well, and we've hung with aliens, cosmic gods, bizarre life forms, and a bleeping sentient island. And so there's no way I'm calling her a liar. Helps to be invulnerable like Superman. And at least one of you shows a slight bit of intelligence, for sure. Let Booster handle her. Then again, and you talk too much. Why are these guys always getting their butts kicked? And why do we love watching it? Respect, they don't give up. All right, P-Bug. No! So I don't have powers. Doesn't mean I'm helpless. Newsflash, we won't ever obey your every word. You okay?
Yes.
Right, this could get grisly. Fake blood. One more step. Just one, and I will crush this insignificant worm's throat. Put him down. Stay back, Booster. I've got this. Summons received. On my way. What is that? Unknown. But it appears that Blue Beetle admires me so much that he created his own version of me. That's a leap in logic, Skeets. Isn't it obvious? Unhand him. Not until, well, after he has drawn his last breath. Maybe. Yeah! Unallowable. The frisbee straight up vaporizer. Whoa, that is cold. Is that legal? You killed her. I mean, Skeets has his faults. I do. But he isn't a murderer. If his Bizarro double is Bizarro, I have always wanted a psychic, and the new droid fits the bill. Thank you. Buggles is not your psychic, or mine for that matter. It's a technological asset. Oh, come on. I know a psychic when I see one. Can we talk where hundreds aren't listening? Tens of thousands, you mean. Cut the stream, Skeets, as you wish. But I wanted to see how. And we'll be back for pictures and autographs. Did anyone ask? The Thai tremors do seem rather presumptuous. Uh, uh,
Mhm.
you are programmed. Sorry, I seem a bit presumptuous. You are programmed with a feminine voice and personality that bother you. Our offices. Not sure why you didn't pay the rent for the moving trucks, but the moving trucks are still there. Send the money and we can. Booster, Michael. I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't. The truth is, I'm broke. Broke? But Kord Industry fired me. Took away my access to company funds and tech that would have supported our venture. I can't fix my bug, which is why I'm salvaging what I can to build things like the buggy and buggles. A much appreciated development. But my announcement won't look like fools if we don't deliver on it. My whole life is one step forward and five steps back. Nothing but failures, even when I save the multiverse. That's why I want to help. Trixie Collins? I generally go by Terry. I'm short for Teresa these days. By the way, Trixie is the one who's supposed to be Booster's wife and Rip's mother.
Oh.
It's never made absolutely clear, but it's what it's always gone for. I will forever maintain that you were the best assistant Booster ever had. But it's nice to hear you guys call me that again. You'll always be Trixie to me. It's awesome to see you again. You just happen to be passing by. I've been hoping to see you too. I've known Michael since the minute he arrived from the future, desperate for a place to crash. We lost track of each other, but I believed in you then, and I believe in you now, especially when you said you wanted to open a place to help people. Unfortunately, the brew bungler here messed up. Our office is, well, let's just say it won't happen. That's where I can help. I own a building with space. Not as swanky, but it's yours if you want. Of course we do. Come on. It's not the same building. It's in the same building as my yoga studio. Not the corporate look you had in mind, but it might work better. Before we commit, you should realize that our rent money disappeared. A suggestion? You may not have a fortune, but you do, strangely enough, have fans. Crowdsourcing! The people who watch our live stream, who believe in us. Gotta be heroes too. Oh, by contributing money that helps us in our mission. And unlike these heroes, 24 U saps, we won't sell out. We're with you, Booster. Just tell us where to send the dough. There's just one problem. Omnizon, you killed her. So it appeared, but appearances can be deceiving. Imagine if you were basically he transported her into the into the swamps.
Okay.
And see those insolent, insipid fools! Uh-oh. Let's just say it's, that the UN is safe for today, and we'll have some time to figure out how to find her. You incident worms have interfered for the last time. Your world will yet bow to me, and I shall wear your skulls as tributes to my victory. I like her. I like this idea that they think for some reason that they own the Earth. And I just assume that we know that. It makes
How
her both
dare they assume? Just kidding.
it makes her both a threat and incompetent at the same time. And I like when a villain's like that, don't you?
Of course, always, 100%.
Oh boy, DC, the first DC fandom, remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
See.
CC, senor. Blue and gold restoration. This is Justina Gage coming to you live from the about to open opposites of the newest idea of superheroing, Blue and Gold Restoration. Not just a newest, Justina, best ever. More lies, not true. Boosty's the best. FCC should ban him from the air. What makes this different from what other superheroes do, Booster? What makes Blue and Gold special? They're scammers, that's what. And we've all known people who are dealing with unique problems and need real help. We aren't talking about cats stuck up in the tree type stuff here. That's Superman's job. The Beatle's right. We're talking about the person who knows that and they were taken aboard an alien craft for medical experiments. Exactly. Happened to my cousin. Or the one who knows she has a giant living in her a ghost living in her attic. Or a vampire in her basement. How about the guy who's being monitored by a mirror universe? And lived a past life as a supervillain is now trying to revive that former self? That's our jam. The weird out there, wacky, no one believes in you kind of thing, where you need, where you know you need Superman, but can't get a hold of him. We'll take care of it. Kind of think I was born on another planet. Which double B would take care of me? Lol. There are really that many people in needs of services like that. Justina, when you've seen and dealt with the mountains of major weirdness that we have, you know there's a huge and desperate need. And caramel crunch popcorn? Sweet. I guess I shouldn't have been nervous about the live interview, Skeet. They're rocking it. I am monitoring our social media stream, and the reaction is overwhelmingly positive, Miss Collins, though their positive Q rating is still lacking. I'm impressed. I've always wanted to do something like this. From day one, when Max Lord brought me into the Justice League to write the ship. Wait, what? Hmm? Oh, that is Guy! That has to be Guy! Notice that. When you through the matches, Max Lord, GG is like, To be fair, that might be a slight exaggeration, but the Justice League really did need me. That's when you first became friends. Forgot they were in the Justice League. Great days. They
Her
should
mouth
be
is
now.
huge.
What? I know. Yep, goes back to a train mission where I say the Blue Beetle booster gold. Well, it's life. You didn't save my life. I saved yours. Wouldn't hire them to wash my car. Again, I'm positive that has to be Guy.
It's so like him.
Again, he just be like, wait, what? Why else would he react to this when he was on that team too? Okay, Booster, I need you and everyone to listen. Because this is how it went down. See, we had just pulled that version of the Justice League together, and Booster helped us against the Royal Flush Gang. We brought him in as our first recruit, thanks to his potential. Batman knew was raw, so he asked me to take him out and show him the ropes. And this is where we get Kevin McGuire, who was the main artist of the Blah Ha Ha days, doing this artwork. Glad you're available, Booster. You want to understand what it takes. Basically, to be having a good time as they're going into dealing with this one guy attacking Blackguard, who's attacking Star Labs. Stay back, watch and learn and listen. Even though I beat him before, it's about more than winning. Being Justice League means we make sure no innocents are harmed during the performances of our duties. If there's one thing I've always wanted to do, it's kill me some Super Joes. Uh, now you see what it really means to be a Justice Leaguer. Hold the freaking phone. That's not how things went. What? Of course it is. Feel free to clarify the events for us, Booster. Always entertaining with these two. They fight more than an old married couple. Sir, put your hand on my master again, and you will suffer, Master. Oh no, your orb of obnoxiousness is threatening me. I should have known better than to do this live. Frankly, I should have known better than get involved all over again. My life was great, almost perfect. Now, fairy tale time is over. It's truth's time. Yeah, Blue and Beetle and I went out on a mission, but it was way different than what my pal described. It was. Now we got Dan Jurgens doing this artwork, and now notice the the Beetle is all banged up,
Oh my gosh.
and Booster is well.
Oh.
I see we're both getting it where they're both one upping each other. But I do like the different art using the different artworks. But yeah, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. We are sure lucky to have you. Oh God, he makes Beetle and Ted such a kiss ass. Really? Look at this. Like we might have to change our name to Booster Gold Squadron of Justice. Oh Lord, Booster. Typical Booster, right?
Typical.
Yep. And as all that's happening, then and those two, they're the ones who continue to interfere with me. Hey, but the time is not right. For not only must they die, this world must acknowledge me as the rightful rulers of and by the laws of the cosmos. Yeah. Oh, she's eating. Oh, she's cutting up lobster. Is that yeah, lobster? I
Delicious.
might have the same future toys as you, but my skills, intellect, and fortitude are more than enough. That sweet Blue Beetle counts too. Dude, your memory's playing tricks on you. I like the way BB stands up to the gold huckster. My memory is cleared, and what happened? And Boosty is not a huckster. Boosty? Instead, I had to take charge. So he uses his weapon to take him down, but then, and bet this toy I swipe from stars will cure that. Uh-oh. And God's giving his stuff, like, I may not have powers, but that doesn't make me powerless. Makes two of us. Guess we just have to work harder to get the job done. Good reason to stick together. We could even start a club. Even let Batman join. If he wasn't such a bat downer, you numbnuts are irritating me. Bet this toy swipe from stars will cure that. Whoa! I'm not the one who almost bought a one-way ticket to the Great Beetle Nest in the sky. It was you. Uh-oh. So yeah, they're bouncing back and forth to what happened.
Oh my gosh.
I don't believe either of them. No way of knowing. You'd think there'd be a video. Time to set the record straight. Oh, and there's Guy. Oh, get it? Time to set the record straight, and then he shows up. It was
Let's
Guy.
go. Yeah.
My name is Guy Gardner. Fact is, the both of them were wrong, and I can tell you exactly what went down that day. Guy, how could you have possibly know? I was there, doofus. You were? I think you're confusing things a bit. Me? Confused? Hardly. But since you won't take my word for it, show everyone what happened that day. Gardner, Booster and Blue and Beetle have their hands full with Blackguard. Since we still have a lot to learn about Booster, you want me to play Groat? You want me to play Groat up and keep the kiddies out of trouble? I think of it as making sure the league standards are maintained and that no one gets hurt. Not even bruises and scats for the kiddies? No one. Please don't kill us. Gonna be a
This seems
couple
over
of
exaggerated already.
Yo, Gardster, who wanted you to know what's coming is really gonna jolt you. No idea what you're yapping. Ah! And the thing about and that metal you're sporting is that it conducts electricity. Your ring cannot lie. Nope. Oh, and now that I've seen that, I kind of, remember it. Me too. One day, and this vaudeville act of yours, well, can't thank you enough for clearing this up, Mr. Garner. We'd love to hear more, but we're out of time. Urgent matters require immediate attention. You said we have an hour. Sorry. Smartest one in the room. Thanks, guys. See you around. What's so urgent, Trixie? Look outside. She's right. Take a look. Zoinks! Uh-oh. All those people. They're here for us? for our help, and it looks like some of them really need it. And it wraps around the block. Uh, we'll never get our back to our soul haven dimension. Have the brain of Quazo in my bag, and I'm ready for surgery. Beam me home before the assassins come. Sure as shooting hope they can help me get back to 1842. Quite certain that Agent 37 of the Source of Hell is after me. Better fit and better be fixing and to eat my magic chicken lady. Patience, Timba.
Mhm.
People are buying into our idea. They love us, our services anyway. For this to succeed, the crowdfunded financial support we ask for is crucial. Checking in the official blue and gold and please pay me account. At its value is written 3,827% since you announced your mission. Then this is actually going to work. Nothing could go wrong now. Oh, Michael, must you jinx everything you do? No, I will not move. I need their help to return to Dimension 46. Neither you nor any one of these beggars will get and get what you want because tonight, Blue Beetle and Booster Go and Blue Beetle die. But how do I find the treasure? Who shall banish you and yon evil spirit from my domicile, or I restore the magic to my Mercamaximicina shit? Again, you liking this idea, the story, the series?
Yeah, sorry. I'm enjoying Frick.
It's been really fun. And it's the fact that, but the fact that we were right about Gigi being Guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rip is showing up now. Oh, hold on one sec. No, that wasn't it. Sorry, I just got a notification from something.
You're banned.
No, I'm not banned.
You're
Oh yeah.
kicked
Anyway, we
off.
see. Much as I'd love to stay and listen to the last, I have to run. Seems my father needs help. Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, you have offended the crowd. Now you will atone. Omni's on again. When is she going to realize she can't beat us? Are you sure this isn't a case of when are we going to realize she can? By the hairy hounds of Hegera, Annihilation Day has come! Buggles imported Omni-Pain halfway across the country last time. How about we zap her to Mars? Transporting her won't solve the problem, Booster. We have to end this. I hate it when you're right. Shouldn't we strategize first? No time. Too many innocent civilians in harm's way. Show her what you've got, Boosty. Can't believe I'm here to see this. Oh, that's her.
Yay!
Y'all want to see me, my six-shooter? You're welcome to it, Haas. How about the sorcerers of hell? Sorcerers of hell who are after me. Down, the she-demon's breath is fierce. Blue Beetle so swipe right. On the scene and we'll meet my man. So those are the two who have been crushing on them. You were the one who dumped me in the swamp. She clearly means you, Buggles. Caution is advised. I am quite capable of taking care of myself, Skeets. In fact, all I have to do is stay where you are. So I might do this. Yeep! She nailed the droid. No, I like the droid.
Yay! Too bad.
You,
Skeets is one and forever.
what? You want him to be single?
Yes.
Shouldn't have taken your eyes off of the main target, Zonica. And you should have fled while you had the chance. Chick has a point. Go Superman. Sure, you think you might have you dead to rights, but you're forgetting me. May not hurt her, but I'll blind her for a bit. That's all I needed. Great Scott. You rock, Double B. See how my boys say Booster? And as my subjects, you should. You are one whacked out chick if you believe the bunk you're spouting. Have you ever considered that maybe somehow, in some way, somehow it's true? I mean, is it really any different from the country claiming to own someone else's land just because their own law allows it? Are they getting philosophical? Should stay in their lane. Totally. Your insolence will be your death. Ah! What a day. Always is. Started okay, but got crazy fast. You won't believe what's happening. people started to line up last night, and they keep coming. They want your help. Of course they do, Trixie Wee. Terry, sorry. Hey, Booster said people would want our services, and he was right. In fact, it seems like they love us, not to mention our low price of free. Most heroes go after the bad guys, nothing more. We'll focus on helping people with unique problems thanks to the crowdsourced fundraising from fans who believe in our mission. It's guaranteed to work. No such thing. Maybe the money isn't pouring in yet, but when people see the good we'll do, it will. You think that and there are really that many unique cases out there? Definitely. Whoa. Score! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever day of Operation Blue and Gold Restoration. We'll start by documenting your requests, and we'll address them in order of importance. Quite excellent, as I must have the brain of Quazo transplanted in place of my own. I was all the stuff. BNG, BNG. Abbas, matey, can you help an old pirate find his lost treasure? Must return to Dimension X as soon as possible. Please get my kitty out of our tree. Agent 37 is an assassin for the sorcerers of hell, and I'm his target. Require immediate assistance in locating my human inventor. Ghosts in my attic rattled their chains all night long, and it's driving me mad. And please get Boosie's autograph. Return to the cornfield outside Peaksville, please. Fear I'm composed of unstable compounds and about to explode. Invest $20 million in my faster than light drive, and I'll make it us all rich. And Double B, how about you, me, wine in the deserted island? I am your regent. Entire legion of microscopic people living in my glove compartment. What secretly was a Superman 10 years ago, but he refuses to admit it. What?
What?
I left my wallet on the moon. Want to volunteer as
Wow.
Batman's newest Robin. Keep put me in touch with him. Magic murder to stop the annihilator of all. I just realized that we never discussed the problem of how to help people who are nuts. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I mean, look at us. I'm from the future. Until recently, you were flying around a giant mechanical bug. Our own stories are as crazy as theirs. In other words, who are we to have doubts? Exactly. Terry, can you organize and catalog these people? Figure out who's most in need of immediate help? We'll start there. I can, but separating what's real from what's imaginary is outside my skill set. We'll take care of that. In the meantime, of course, I believe in you guys too, after all. Name? Kars of Kun. I'm not in need of help. Ultra, the multi-alien. Goes through all of it. You will take me first. Holly intrusion, Batman. You seem to know that I will take you first. What did you say your name is? I am Omnizon. It goes through all of that. And that's where we get caught up again. Wait. That's you can trust someone on and so open. Brains and brawn on display. That's why I love Boosie. Double B is in the right way. That Golden and Phila is going to be tough to beat. I am, and you're brought together by the gods, no doubt. Omnizon checked. And it's checked. Might be more than we can handle. No way, dude. We have this. We'll kick her butt and it'll be over in 10 minutes. I didn't say anything at the time, Booster, but I knew you were wrong. We're the ones whose butts are getting kicked. Shiver me timbers! Don't worry, they won't let her hurt you. I think. Oh, they are all dead. Stand down, Omnizon! We're the ones you have a problem with, so we're the ones you gotta fight! I knew you'd save us, Boosty. I didn't think anyone could have more faith in Boosty than he does himself, but you make the grade! No commoner may put his hands on me. Commoner? That's like the worst insult ever. Assistance is required. Police, army, Superman. Better, someone who truly cares, provided my signal can pierce the time barrier. You're Chica, and you must be T-Girl. I follow you. Save.
OMG.
Okay, that is sweet.
That's super cool. It's wholesome.
If those two hook up, that'd be cute. We know
They're
that.
just following each other, Robert.
Yeah, but hey, it looks like I'm just saying if. You know they could be teasing that. That's all I'm saying.
They just follow each other. Why would
Hey,
it be romantic?
you never know.
Yeah, I
And,
doubt
and,
we'll see them again.
and I might know more about what's going on. I could be wrong.
Ah,
I could be lying. I could be telling the truth.
cheater! Spoiler! Oh
Hey,
no!
hey,
What?
I'm
You're
messing with you.
banned.
Hey.
You're
I'm
banned.
messing with
Somebody
you.
kick him out, please.
I'm teasing you, Bianca.
Lies,
I gotta say, I
lies.
do like the artwork on them.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, gee. And we know them. We should get together. Maybe at their funeral. Oh! Ow! Don't say that. What's that like? Up and then there's Rip. Rip Hunter. This is important enough for the Time Masters. I can't let you do this. They called you Time Master. A bit stuffy, but it shows how serious this is. Your lichen precedes you. Why protect worms like them? Leave. Go home and forget about Earth. Perhaps they aren't as insignificant as I assumed. They have been and will be far more important than you can know. So everyone recognizes how important we are except for the ones who matter, like the Justice League, for starters. You want me to leave? Fine. After all, these are not the men you're looking for. These these are not the men I'm looking for. I'm sorry to have bothered you. She hypnotized him. Prepare yourself for what? Our journey.
Wow.
But yeah, but like not how I intended this to go. Rip, is that really you? Trixie, Carrie now, but never mind. I wondered if you and Michael stayed in touch. I'm never far away. Any idea where Amazon took them? I'm afraid so, and it's about to get complicated. She claims to be our ruler, says Earth is part of her realm, and we're supposed to obey her every order. Crazy, right? Not necessarily. She truly believes what she's saying, possibly with good reason. So, yep, they've been brought there, but they head off. Well, they're attacked, shut down, a whole bunch of craziness until my father, Lord Kippen, of course. Such has always been the fate of the populace that will not submit. It's the only way they learn. You really believe that Earth is yours to rule? Of course. My ancestors claimed it some 7,000 years, 70,000 years ago. But that was before, there wasn't anyone who could have even agreed or acknowledged what was happening. And not Storma. And uh, we don't need anyone to agree. We take what we must, and that is the way of things. He's sort of right, you know. Plenty of examples of that on Earth. Disagreeing with Lord Kippen is forbidden. If we claim your world before humans evolved enough to understand, there is no problem, provided we followed our own laws and customs in doing so. However, if you bend the knee and pledge to return home and persuade others to follow your lead, I will be benevolent and allow your people to live. I don't kneel to anyone, dude. Ever. Maybe we should talk. That's a hard no, buddy. This is one time we stand our ground. I told you they weren't reasonable, father. In that case, I sentence you both to death by combat. Still want to stand your ground? Can I get a reset?
No, we have no resets here.
Whoa. Look at that
That's
cover.
pretty awesome.
My name is Rich Hunter. I'm a time traveler. Pretty much thought I'd seen it all. Well, until today, that is. And he sums right everything, and he says, like, and it's quite possible that she's right. Uh-huh. No way. Amazon is not queen of me. Word. Same. So those two are still around? I understood, but we can't discount her claim. It's messy. Kind of energy, mitigated time sphere, undetectable. The situation is not unlike Earth's past, where a country would plant a flag on foreign soil and claim it as their own. I appreciate the repairs, Mr. Skeets. Anytime, Miss Buggles. She took Booster and Beetle. How do we find them? We should assume. Wait a minute. Her hair changed!
Yes, he is now has an updo.
Yeah, what the heck happened?
Oh, some girls have like scrunchies randomly in
Yeah,
their
but
pockets and stuff.
it's just weird.
Yeah.
Uh, I,
Switch.
I assume we'll mount a rescue. Hey, watch those hands. Sorry. We need more information about the overall situation. Virtually, I'm well equipped to do exactly that. But is this really a time travel thing, and she cat? And if so, it means Mr. Hunter's going back in time to see what really happened, T girl. Super hearing is so rad. You are not doing this without me. Or me, anything to help Double B and Boosty. We're coming. This isn't like hopping on a bus. It's complex and fought with downsides. This trip is mine and mine alone. I've known Booster since the day he arrived, and he means a lot to me. I'm coming, as am I. Shotgun! You seem more worried about Booster than Ted. What's the story with you two? Let's just say it's a complicated tale for another time. What about us? Yeah, what do we do? Well, if we don't come back, I guess it'll be up to you to tell our story. In the meantime, we can only hope that we can survive that they can survive for an hour or so. But
They're competently incompetent.
oh geez, the victors will join Omnizon's harem as a way of cementing the ties. Harem? You
What?
mean I'd no hard no? That's what everyone says. We have a solution. If there's anything that you must accept, it's that you will fight. But so they convince them into fighting, and kill each other. Yep. Die, murderer! Uh-oh. We're still on Earth, but when? 70 some thousand years ago, Terry, after the changes brought about by the Toba event, a time when Earth cooled so much that it almost eliminated human life. We, honest to God, traveled into the past? Wow, to a very specific moment in search of a ship's particular energy signature that should have arrived, yes, there, the precise moment when an explorer from Omnizon's world arrived. And in the name of her distant home, is marking Earth and claiming it, along with an entire solar system on a path of Behemor. Then everything Omnizon said is true. She's our queen, complete with an energy flag to prove it. As far as their laws are concerned, it appears so. Humankind was so nascent in its development that no one was in position to object or even take note of it. Yeah, according to their laws, yes, unless something changes. Changes? Changes how? There are times when a true solution requires creativity, Terry. The kind of creativity that can only be accomplished by breaking the rules. When you can do that, I mean, it's not at all sure. I'm not sure and what's possible with this time travel stuff. When I think about it and realize that you can find out anything you want about history or the future, well, it's completely incomprehensible, Rip. Like a level of power too dangerous for one man to have. That's exactly why I've always lived a very guarded, very secret life. My parents knew what I'd become. They raised me in secrecy, where no one could find me, lest their enemies try to kill me as a child. To be perfectly honest, my name isn't Rip Hunter. It's just a name I use to keep my past hidden. My enemies can't ever know who my parents are, or any ancestors for that matter, or they'd be marked for instant death. Now I feel kind of dorky calling you Rip. If you won't tell me your real name, will you at least give me something close? Sorry, but if I told you that, you'd have to kill me? Ha! Well, let's just say it's healthier for you to call me Rip. A question, Mr. Hunter. I believe you consider it wrong to interfere with time by changing history. Generally true, Skeets? Generally? 99% of the time, that would be my answer. Let's just say there have been many times when a matter of tremendous importance were tweaked. And I'm about to tweak the living hell out of this situation. That sounds a bit ominous. Come on, come on. So, yep, to continue to fight each other off. And then, yeah. Relax, Ted. As advanced as your people are, I'm betting you know who I am, Kiffin. If so, then you also know that when I speak of the past, I speak of truth. Trust me when I say that your claims to Earth are hollow and without merit. Is it? His craft echoes the legend. That can only be the Time Master. Yes. Here? Why? Earth is not yours. Never was, in fact. You have no right to claim it or force these men to. Ridiculous! It has been marked on our maps for generations. Then find the marker your explorers plan to improve it. Let the crystal of illumination reveal and let the crystal of illumination reveal the it's gone. Exactly. The charts, maps, and records you've been using are incorrect and have been all along. Impossible! No one can defy my command. Admit that you moved it. I speak the truth when I say I did no such thing. I have not touched your marker. Your claims are based on your own laws. yet you can't confirm any of it. I suggest you find your marking jewel and press your case there. You sure about this, Rip? Of course. What have I missed? I found it, but it's almost 2 billion light years away from here. I should gut you where you stand. Slay a Time Master and your own destruction is assured. Time to obey your own law. Release Booster from your control and send these men back. I don't know how you did this, but I will find out. And when I do, you will die, Time Master, or die, Time Master or not. How long are we supposed to wait, T girl? As long as it takes, she cat, no matter what our boys deserve. A nice homecoming. OMG! So,
Excuse me.
help me out, Skeets. There must be some way we can watch what's happening. And this is a time machine, Terry. So basically, hold on. So she's the one who took the crystal.
Oh,
I need to know if it worked. Their viewers should. What the? That child. It's Rip. All the way from the vanishing point. Does this mean Booster is my father? Yes. You shouldn't know. No one should. Does Booster have any idea you're. No. It's clear that he does it. Exactly. If the universe knew they could take me out by killing him, his mother, or another ancestor, and he'd be dead. Probably. Your own mother as well. You mustn't tell him or anyone else. Ever. And your mother, who is. I'm sorry, but that's a secret, and it has to stay that way. Take care, Terry. You too, Rip. Wow, looks important. Wonder what they're talking about. And I wonder what they're talking about. Haven't seen Ted or Booster in months. Thought and check out this blue and gold restoration deal up there. Seems like I watched in the middle of something big. What the hell? Ah!
ooh.
But see, I think that's going to be the strongest implication that Terry is the mother.
Dang, they did his eyes, man. His eyeball sockets.
Yep. Out was the old, in was the new. Hey.
Get replaced.
But yeah, they're all talking about all the stuff they've done. Like, who got that creepy old vampire out of my basement? Why, the totally fire Booster and Gold team had them two varmints from Dimension X hide in my barn. Who do you think it was that run them off? Booster and Gold. And who braved all this stuff? We are here for you, free of charge. Oh no!
No. Blue Beetle, hide me.
Yep. They think they're clever, even helpful with that service of theirs. But they're idiots. With that asset, with what they know, they would rule the world, if not the multiverse. Since they won't, I will. And you, Jaime Reyes, will be the one who will put it all in motion once you save them from null effects. You seem kind of down, Terry. Their problem with the ad? Your goal is to help people, and the work you've done along those lines is fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't think it's sustainable. Sure, it is. Our Nick Knock and Blister and Face-based accounts are getting more followers by the hour. Even better, we've got tons of people supporting us who, and please pay me. Over 5,000 at least, and last count. And we haven't targeted the international market yet. Most of those contributions are under $100, and you had to write a check for 20,000 when you accidentally set that farmer's barn on fire. Who knew that hay was so flammable? The upshot that it is more expensive than we assumed, and you're running short, very short on funds. And man, all the fouls and excitement. I thought we have more support. The parties are with more wealthy are and with more wealth are key. As our rent-free opposite, thanks to Miss Collins, we plan to be paying you by now, Terry. I'm sorry that we've let you down. Carrying blue and gold restoration isn't easy, Michael. Property taxes, you know. You are from the future, so you know. Well, what I'm trying to say is that we know of a startup or two in their infancies that could have invested and make billions. Yes, we know of those opportunities. But a time traveler doing anything along those lines is as unethical as can be. We gotta do this the hard way. Convince more people that we're worth their backing in bucks. What was that? So yeah, null effects is attacking. They're back. Action time. Boosty, boys, about to give you us a show. Okay, and by the way, I was lying. They aren't together.
Bruh, I knew it. Why
Hey,
did the art change?
because this fellow Hester, and I think Ryan Sook was busy with other artwork.
How dare he? He shouldn't do that. Fired, banned.
So yeah, leading to a big fight going on and all that. No, they can do this. Really? Because it's looking bad. And you're the guy who called 1-800 dial a save. Who? Jaime, dude, best timing ever. Is that the other blue beetle? Younger, more powerful than the first. Younger? Seems like copyright infringement. Not when they're friends. Action figures for everyone. Come to check out your new biz. Found a whole lot of trouble instead. If you're looking to help, you're in. You can never have enough beetles, said no one ever. I suspect this is part of a bigger scheme. How so? It's possible that old Cheeseface isn't acting alone. Someone grabbed me from the roof over there and chained me up. I finally came to and managed to break free about 10 minutes ago. So, somewhere closer then. Consider it done. Sweet. Any way you could add that capability to my armor? Certainly not. There is and only ever will be one of me. Easy, dude. I think she has a thing for Ted. Super defensive. Right in the middle of a. What have they done to me? Where? Had to move you away from the civilians so we can cut loose. The B&G boys tell me you eat energy. Well, let's see how you eat lead. What?
Eat lead.
Curious, my index of villains holds almost 100,000 years of data, and no effects is not listed. Yet a scan of his harness and indicates residue chronal energy dating back to the 25th century. Hey, the future? Our future? So it seems. May I offer a suggestion? Sonics again? Ultra high intensity light. No, Nully should be blind for a week. Looks painful. Wait, aren't you the one who always says that all this is fake? Guess I've seen enough to know better. Ha! We got us a convert! Hurry! My man's on. It's in the line of fire. Boosty will save him. Yep. Instead of warping it around me, I project it around Nully's head so it contains his disintegration beam. You, the feedback. No!
No.
He disintegrated himself. Of course. I wanted him unconscious, not atomized. You wanted victory, and I gave you the means to success. I am programmed to help, which is what I did, Master. Your program should have prevented such an extreme solution. The other problem is that if he's the one who grabbed me, we're never going to find out why. One of many unanswered questions, like if he's from our era, how did he get here, and how could you not know about him, Skeets? It would seem impossible. Why grab me? I know you guys, but it's not like we've done a lot together. Probably wanted to get you out of the way, whether he was working alone or with someone else. But are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky? Absolutely. Nothing says blue and gold, and nothing says blue and gold has to be limited to two guys or one beetle for that matter. You mean double blue and gold, blue times two and gold, multi blue and gold, booster beetle and boosters beetle Inc. I don't know what to say. Say yes, dude. We want you on the team, bud. If two is good, three is way better. Wow. I just mean, wow. That's a yes. Well, I guess no. If I'm with you, I'll always be Blue Beetle Jr. I'd be a tag-along fighting the label of not being as good as the original. We can help and develop a marketing plan. Marketing is your jam, not mine. I've worked hard to build my own identity as Blue Beetle. The credit I've earned working alone is important to me. But if you ever need help like you did today, I will 100% be there. I understand where you're coming from and I admire it. Same here. Go be and go and go be and be and go be you. When the time is right, and we've got a chair with your name on it. Deal. Now we tackle the real problem. Lack of income? Not quite. Nolfex was a powerful dude. What's his story? And did he come alone? Or did someone send him? All this time I have waited. Watched their insipid behavior from afar. Look for the best time to attack. To take what they have. The single most powerful asset on Earth. Gold is a fool. A time traveler who ignores a momentous opportunity staring him in the face. He could dominate as a king, perhaps even a god, but he squandered it. All of it! All of that smattering of fame warped and wrapped around a good deed or two. Booster Gold wasted the advantages of time, of knowing what's to come. That makes me, and now in my time, to seize the opportunity and do what he turned away from. Tomorrow belongs to the Black Beetle. Next issue,
Boo.
the identity of Black Beetle revealed at last.
Nobody cares. Boo.
Last issue.
Excuse me.
It's all right. Streaming live or dead.
Skeets gave it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, oh, come on. Oh, come on. I want to go back to the cover.
You will not. It won't allow you to.
Come on, come on, come on. Boosted Gold, 5 out of 10. Rip Hunter, Timeless Epic. Ted Kord, Brilliant. Speech, 10 out of 10. Can't wait for the sequel. Omnidon, Kill It, Killer, Harley Quinn. Jaylee's
Bruh.
Best. Super Bibbo. Totally absorbing. Trixie, breakout performance. Buggles.
Bruh. That's Cap. Guy Gardner.
Blue and Gold Restoration has been hard at it, folks. Basically going throughout all this stuff. Engineered by him. Meet the Rainbow Raider. Looks harmless now, but before that, high-end art thief. Had a secret and super secret hideaway vault where he could store his treasure. Not that they were his to keep. Once we found it, we brought it into an art appraiser who was blown away. She couldn't believe that one guy was sitting on a collection of this magnitude, valued at $860 million. Found by whom? Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. That's who. Another triumph, folks, thanks to the fact that you care enough to fund our efforts so we can and give people the help they need. Of everything you've done to date, this clip has gained by far the most views. It has gone crazy viral. Used to think they were fake. Not anymore. Same here. And that's the good news. The bad is that despite all you've done, we're hurting for cash. Nuts. With all these successful missions, I can't believe we aren't getting more support. Seems crowdsourced funding isn't as hot as people think. How can that be, dude? We found Bigfoot and presented him to the world. People are cynical, Booster. Some thought it was fake. Guilty! What about Loch Ness Monster? We proved it was an alien serpent from a zoo ship that crashed centuries ago. Same result. Who's going? When is someone going to cut us some slack? I give them some more money, but times are hard. I believe them now. Same. They do good work. My favorite was when they went undercover in the nudist colony. Wow. Enjoy them while they're still alive. You guys realize you're live streaming now, don't you? We are? Cut the
Bruh.
stream, dude. This is private. I am not streaming your conversation, Michael. In fact, I had no idea what's happening. And I do not like being referred to as dude. Then how? Maybe your conversation in broadcast is not a glitch. It be perfectly candid, and it is quite intentional. Buggles, what are you saying? Is this what I think it is? Betrayed by Double B's droid. If you think that streaming a confidential conversation is bad, just wait until you see this. She's right. This is going to get so bad. Why do you say that? They've disappeared. Either that or they're dead. Probably. Don't say that. You transported us. Where? The Badlands. As your life expectancies can now be measured in minutes, the name is quite appropriate. What's the deal, Buggles? Your program prevents you from betraying us. Can't help myself. That hurt. I believe she's being controlled by an outside force, running a full spectrum analytic scan to diagnose the problem now. Who needs it? I've seen enough. Tell me you didn't. Set the stun. She'll be okay. My diagnosis indicates Buggles was infected with a massive software virus introduced by Jaime Reyes. He unknowingly passed the virus throughout his own infected armor, probably set up by the same guy who sent null effects after us. Idiots. I can't believe it took you this long to figure that out. Check that. Knowing you, Mars, for as long as I have, makes me realize that it is exactly what I should have expected. You? Yeah, me. The Black Beetle? You're the one who turned Buggles? No need to answer. Even Guy Gardner could figure this one out. That's why I grabbed Reyes. Using him to infect your droid was an ideal and a bit of subterfuge. It's been so long since we tangled you that we should have seen this coming. Not that we've ever had a full read on who you are exactly. We know he's a time traveler who's obsessed with us. Isn't that enough? From the future, most likely. We've theorized he was an older, warped version of Jaime. A somewhat reasonable guess, since I have the scarab and armor that seems to be modeled on his. But the truth of the matter is that you're wrong. Why are you so focused on us? What do you want? I mean, there's Superman, Wonder Woman, a few million Green Lanterns who could use a tussle. Because I loathe you for the wasted bags of flesh that you are. I, I don't. I'm sorry. Wasted bags of flesh. Ew. We're only trying to help people. Exactly. You have wasted the greatest opportunity ever when you should have owned the world. You could have worked in the dark, behind the scenes, pulling the strings of puppets, businessmen, and governments everywhere. But you didn't. That isn't Booster's style, and you know that. I know him better than you think, Ted. He lives for the attention and prominence. He had everything he needed to put himself in the most prominent position of power ever. By everything I mean skates! A database of events between now and the 25th century is the ultimate weapon. I will take it apart, download everything it knows, and when I'm done, you will see that idiot Carter and what that idiot Carter should have been. By the way, do you remember way back when Skeet Scanner was the moment where he was like, "It can't be," and he hesitated when he taught and when he told Rip he didn't sense it. Yeah, that's a big clue, actually.
Ew.
Skeets, if you think we're lightweights who can't stand up to you, can't beat you, you are wrong. Your time sphere. You think you can escape me by hiding in the time stream? What makes you think we want to escape? I'm taking the trip to a place you can't escape. We where we think we are. Why would you think that you'd be able to imprison me in the past when you know I'm a time traveler? Because I know that you can't just wish yourself away. You need a few seconds to set the calculus, and I'm not about to give you that chance. Time to give the man one hell of a headache, Ted. Sonics, on it! Your head is about to feel like it's splitting in two. Ah! Ah, my helmet! No freaking way. Of all the people, it never occurred to me that he's you! Mike Carter, 25th century time traveler, just like you. Only I'm the man you should have been. I don't waste my time helping people who will be dead hundreds of years before I'm born. I intend to control a world, which is what you should have done. You let the likes of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman inspire you. How could you be so lacking in imagination? The Black Beetle is Booster. How? The virus that infected me came from another universe. It's reason to assume that version of Michael Carter did as well. A parallel universe, somewhat like our own, with crucial differences. An evil Booster, amped with even more power. Where am I going to find the muscle to take him down? When I fled my future because the law was after me, I was inspired by the past exploit of people like Power Ring, Ultraman, and Owlman. Once I got to the past, though, they wouldn't let me rise to the position of power I deserve. I know the feeling. Sucks. I didn't have the advantages of a Skeets to empower me. On your world, though, with his historical data, there's nothing I can't accomplish. Once you're gone, not likely, since you didn't bother to keep track of me, may I compliment you on the quick thinking you exhibited in finding the appropriate muscle? Like I'm going to say no to riding a Triceratops. That's it. Just keep following me, and I'll lead you right to the target. Ah! You knocked him into a tar pit. Harsh. What now? He's a version of you. I can't stand here and watch him drown. Same. You sicken me. There's got to be some way we could work this out. Take my hand. Accept help from you? Never. Especially now that you've given me the time to plot my way out. One day I'll be back, and then you will pay. Weird to find out that after all this time we were fighting me, a darkened version of you, probably from a harsher, awful future. And wonder why he didn't call himself Booster Black or Dark Booster. To keep us all guessing, no doubt. After all, I'm going to guess his crimes in his future were way worse than anything I did, and might have all the Time Guardians looking for him. Nothing more we can do here. Might as well head home. Nothing to do. Dude, these are the dinosaur times. You might have seen them up close, but I haven't. This is pure awesomeness. Times 100. So I say we vote we stay for a bit. Fair enough. I guess there's sometimes I forget how special this can be. For sure. I mean, it's so amazing to me that there's no historical mystery you can't solve because you can look in any moment you want. And answers I keep to myself for obvious reason. Heavy is the head that wears the crown of knowledge. Can we stay long enough to see a T-Rex? For sure. Best day ever. Clink. I'm
So did he
afraid.
just like absorb him?
No, no. He transported away.
Ah, okay. Because I was like, wait, what?
I'm afraid that's it, gentlemen. Your bank accounts are overdrawn and the banks are clamping down hard. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're broke. Despite all our fans and contributors, they believe in your mission and contribute, but to stay in an expensive operation like this, we need the kind of money they don't have. Who knew it would cost so much to transplant the brain of Quasico into the guy from Dimension X? Why does everything I touch go so wrong? A great idea like ours should have worldwide support. So where is it? Sometimes great ideas die because they're ahead of their time, or people don't understand how to manage that. We give it our best shot, Booster, but the time has come to turn off the lights and shut it down. Not yet. Don't give up. People need this. They need you. But Batman, you were here the whole time? He does that. One of his many specialties. Listening to everything we said, no doubt. He does that too. A bit creepy when you think about it. I admire your mission. It's unique. Beyond my work in Gotham and the kind of things others aren't doing. We tried, but without adequate funding, here, a friend of mine has offered to help. This will give you the means to continue. Oh my goodness. What? $20 million was just deposited into an account courtesy of Bruce Wayne? This was before he lost all of his money. Rain won, and that's more than enough to keep us going. What can we say except thank you? You deserve it. Makes up for the Justice League voting you out. Oh yeah, they're all happy. Like, yay! No, gotta hand to you, bro. It's like no one ever believes in you, but you keep pushing and somehow, someway get it done. No one does it alone, my man. It would seem that this is one idea of yours that won't go bad, Michael. Of course not. It never does, especially with a team like this. Just think of the adventures and fun you'll have. No limits. From this day forward, we are big time. And that's it. We're all done with Booster now. How was that?
Oh, it was so good.
It was a clever idea, wouldn't you say? This blue and gold restorations
Yeah, especially with Dan Jurgens as the writer.
as the writer. Yeah. Now, how did this compare to as an? I always look at it like an epilogue to his Booster Gold run. How does this fare compared to that run, entire run?
That run was big, wasn't it?
It was pretty big, yes. But I think for this felt like this should have been the first 6 issues of an ongoing, but it just got stopped right partway through.
Ah, okay, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
no. It was always meant to be a mini, but it
yeah.
feels that way, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel
Hmm.
like this was meant to be the start of an ongoing, but ended
Like
at the
open to
first arc?
interpretation, just in case they want to continue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But okay, well, that's the big one. Black Beetle's identity. Does it
Hmm.
fit, or does it feel a little ass pull?
Ah, it's like he has such buildup for all these years,
Mm-hmm.
and then we finally get to see it in this like chapter, and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like that's it. But it makes him too competent.
Yeah. Not that
I'm,
that's anything
oh
wrong. It
no,
just
no,
feels
no. But
lackluster in a
it
way.
does feel lackluster. But it does. I think this was always the case though, because remember, Skeets hesitated. He's like, "No, it can't be." When he actually scanned him, and he lied to Rip. He hesitated and before saying no, I couldn't determine who it is. Meaning, I think this fits that this was meant to be Michael, because of course Skeets would refuse to say anything.
Turd balls.
But yeah, it was a bit of a. I think Jurgens did this because he needed the opportunity to finally get it resolved, so he can finally let it out.
At least it was 8 issues and not 6.
Exactly. At least it was. I seem to recall once you said, "Why can't a story be 5 issues?" So I'm surprised you're saying you're wanting this. You're glad this was 8.
I don't know why it went lower. I
I
think
do
like
remember that. I do remember that
five,
one.
10. I mean, it's weird to have 8 to me, but I would have rather have more.
I know, me 12. But one, Batman helping out at the end makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Um, and again, I do like how it turns out most of those crazy people were sincere. You know what I
Guy
mean? Especially,
Gardner.
I just love it. And what do you think about Terry?
Terry's great. I love Terry
And yes, it's pretty
from
clear
King of
she's gonna.
Fighters. I'm just kidding.
It's pretty clear though she's gonna be Rip's mom. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
obvious. Everything's saying like, "Oh yes, it's her."
it's a secret, and I'm like,
And
yeah,
then
it's
that
her.
the hair. She's
Yeah,
redhead. He's redhead.
I thought it was brown.
No, it was red.
I don't know. There is some. I think it's an artist thing. Some panels or some chapter issues. Her hair looks more brown than red. But Guy Gardner will always be like this peak red color, and so you
Okay,
can always tell.
okay, what about She Cat and Tiger? T Girl. What do you think about all of the chat people?
I love the chatter people. Sometimes some stuff they said was cringe,
But
but it
I,
was
I
funny.
like the two fangirls though. And again, the fact that we were so right about Guy, right?
Yeah,
I was like, that's it.
my ring shall not lie. Or can it?
But what would you say was your favorite issue in all this? For me, it was the two sides of the same story issue.
Hmm. I think. Not that one. Hold on. I'll get one. It's. I guess when Guy Gardner was telling the story.
That was the same
I
issue,
love
same
Guy. Yeah,
issue,
yeah,
same
yeah.
issue. Yeah,
I love
that
Guy
was a
Gardner.
great. I also love the different art styles.
Mm-hmm.
I did love that one. But yeah, I mean, again, just overall, this was a good end. And now, again, I asked you this before, but I'm gonna ask you it again. Where do you stand with? Where were you about Booster before we started this whole thing, and where are you now?
Where I started with the whole thing in and out. I don't think it's changed. I think I love this character very much, even more so.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about before we started this whole retrospective.
Oh, I didn't know what to think of him. I'm like, guy with imposter syndrome? That seems kind of weird. Isn't he just like comic relief or whatever?
And
And
now,
so, like seeing the comics where he's featured in, but it's not his own. That's
mhm,
mostly how you see him portrayed, but you see him developing and maturing and having a sense of morals, integrity, and duty, and understanding what his job entails and
yep,
what he can suffer from it mentally.
yep. And I think here, though, this I feel okay. Let's be honest. They did reduce his maturity quite a bit
Yeah.
in this mini, but not too much. I don't think he regressed that much. I think this is more of him unshackled from the time protector duties. Because let's be honest, that
Yes.
dominated the entire run.
Yeah, mostly.
So this keeping him on Earth, having Ted with him, I think he has a good reason to backpedal on his maturity just a little bit.
mm. We can't have him be too mature.
But I still love how you expect Ted to be the level-headed one, but yet he's just as much of an idiot at times. I mean,
Right?
Skeets put it best. When you two are together, you reduce to adolescence.
It's so funny. You bring out the best in people.
They bring out the best in people, but again, what I do, I guess throughout all this, this just is a good reminder of how important these two characters can be and how great they need to be together.
Yes.
Oh, and
Can't wait for them to get mentioned and stuff and Booster Gold's like whatever show.
I can now. I hope there is somehow mentioned. We know Ted's going to have some part in the movie. I hope Booster maybe not get an appearance, but gets a reference or something, some shout out, some billboard, something.
Right. Yes.
But I also love that with Jaime at the end. They make the offer, and then he's like, "Nah, man, because yeah, he doesn't want to be Blue Beetle Junior. He doesn't want to be stuck with that. And let's be honest, he would if he was next to Ted.
Yes.
So, but I do like how they're not mad. They're like, hey, perfectly understandable, dude. Go be on your way. Do you.
Right? I love it. They're so understanding.
Which
Poor
again, that's
people.
again. Now, what about last thing? Omnizon. What did you think about that whole story point, plot, and everything?
I loved her. I'm like, I want to see you someday.
Yeah, but what do you see what the whole point is? Technically, they're taking the idea of of colonialism, but then amping it up.
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
So basically
She's
saying like, yeah, they did plant their flag.
mm-hmm. And her huge harem.
Oh yeah, your hair. What? No, absolutely not. Like I am.
No way.
Like Booster would want a harem. He doesn't want to be part of a harem.
Exactly. You want to be the number one, not the tens of thousands.
Yep. Because you're not. But yeah. So again, overall, great bit. This was definitely our longest one, but I think that was worse going over the dialogue on this one.
Oh yeah, the dialogue definitely not really much of a skip. Again,
Yeah.
Jurgens is usually good about a lot of that stuff.
Yep. Oh, and what about the artist? What did you think about Ryan Sook, the main artist?
Oh, his definitely stood out the most.
Sometimes a few wide mouths, but otherwise, yeah. Kevin McGuire was perfect for that one issue, as was Dan Jurgens himself, obviously. Rick Leonardi, it grew on you once you adjusted to the sudden change. Wouldn't you say? That was
Was
the
that one
like,
the cartoony one?
yeah,
Yeah, I did actually particularly like the cartoony one.
yeah.
It's
But
I love those styles.
yeah, oh yeah, and I say it's good once you get over the shock of it changing so suddenly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for our Booster Gold stuff. We are finally all done with it. What will B and I cover next? Who can say?
Ooh.
Ooh. But until then, well, actually, no. I do know one miniseries we could do. It's probably from Marvel. You ever heard of
Ooh.
Thunderstrike?
Thunderstruck. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
thunderstruck.
That was a Thor spin-off character. He's been dead for a while. This whole mini was done so they can retain the copyrights to it or the trademark to it. So, but this is and I'd be interested to go over this character with you. But until then, though, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Bye.